Hi guys, Asalia, my cat. But hello, we are going to pick up where we left off for our Bible study, and last time we read verses 1 through 3 and really got in on that about fleeing from the presence of God. Now we are going to get into verses 4. And honestly, I've just been I've read verses 4 through 10, and then I walked away, and then I stopped, and I was thinking about it, and I was just preparing space for God to kind of give me a message from it, or just to show me what understanding I could get in general from this, right? And so I encourage y'all to do the same thing, right? Let's read through it together, and also take your time to go through it, sit with God, get some revelation, and drop it in the comments, because you need to share the revelation. I'm trying to have us grow together. So yes, Bible study, let's study together, and let's start on verse 4. But the Lord said But the Lord sent out a great wind into the sea, and there was a mighty tempest in the sea, so that the ship was like to be broken. The mariners were afraid and cried every man unto his God, and cast forth the wares that were in the ship into the sea to lighten it out of them. I don't know what wares are, but I'm guessing they're heavy. But Jonah was gone down into the sides of the ship, and he lay and was fast asleep. So the shipmaster came to him and said unto him, What meanest thou, O sleeper? Arise, call upon thy God. By the way, if y'all couldn't tell, the thieves and thous and thighs, I am reading King James. So, yeah. Arise, call upon thy God, if so be that God will think upon us that we perish not. And they said everyone to his fellow, Come, let us cast lots, that we may know for whose cause this evil is upon us. So they cast lots, and the lot fell upon Jonah. Big surprise. So, question, do y'all think that Jonah knew he was the cause of the storm? Because my thing is, I'm just imagining if I'm going through a storm, and it's not even because of me, it's because of somebody else. And they know it's because of them. They know they was disobedient, right? They ain't tell me that, but they knew that. And so when I'm going through the storm, you sleeping? You in the back catching Z's? We panicking and freaking out, and you sleep. And you the reason. Oh, child. Anyways. Then said they unto him, Tell us, we pray thee, for whose cause this evil is upon us. What is your occupation? And where do you come from? What is your country? And of what people are you? And he said unto them, I am a Hebrew, and I fear the Lord, the God of heaven, which hath made the sea and dry land. Then were the men exceedingly afraid, and said unto them, Why have you done this? For the men knew that he fled from the presence of the Lord, because he had told them. I'm going to give them a benefit of the doubt and assume that Jonah just told them that as they were having this little chat right here, and yeah, and he didn't tell them that before boarding the ship. That's what I'm going to go to, right? But I wonder, if that was a thing back then, where you say why you're leaving. It's yo, yeah, I'm trying to go to Tarshish. I love that word. Anyways, I'm trying to go to Tarshish, y'all. And they're like, okay, why? And he's like, yeah, fleeing the Lord. And they're like, okay, cool. Come on in. But I don't think that was the case. I'm pretty sure he told them just then when we're having that chat. And so here is something that really got reaffirmed to me, and just an understanding that I think we should all have. And that is understanding how important it is to mind our company. I feel like a lot of us don't realize that the people we surround ourselves with matter. That matters. That matters, because you definitely will catch yourself in a storm that wasn't yours. You didn't do nothing, but you hanging with the person who doing everything. And so you're indirectly affected by it, right? You're not a hoe. But, oh, wait, should I have said that word? I don't know. But anyways, but the person you hanging out with is, and everybody talking about them in that way. So now you're automatically seen in that way. You didn't do the crime, but you were there when your friend did the crime. And so now you're an accomplice and you also get sentenced. You know what I mean? Like there are times where it's by association. I forgot the first part of that term. But we get in trouble by association. And if your parents ain't teach you that when you were younger, I don't know if you was only child or not, but if your parents didn't teach you that when you were younger, oh, they did it, all y'all getting in trouble. I don't know if any of y'all had that all y'all getting in trouble moments. But if you did, understand your parent wasn't just tripping. That's literally how the world works, though. Like, that's how it works. If you are around the person when they do something that's illegal, you're also getting in trouble. All y'all getting in trouble, right? And so we need to be very intentional and very aware of the people we're surrounded with, of the people we are surrounding ourselves with, right? We can't afford to be foolish about it. It's no longer the time to be like, oh, yeah, well, it doesn't really matter. Like, yeah, they're doing this, but that has nothing to do with me. You feel me? We're just friends. It's no longer time to do that, y'all. Because the person who you are around around the most is going to influence you. The people you surround yourselves with are going to influence you. I don't care if in your mind you think you're some type of saint, some type of savior, and you're like, no, by me being with them, I'm going to make them better. That's cute. But at the end of the day, you're going to be influenced by them as well. And I just want to drop in, unless that person wants to change themselves, you ain't changing them. Step back now. All right. But yes, so you are going to be influenced by who you're around. And you are going to be directly affected by the things that they do. I want to go to Proverbs. That's what I want to do. I want to go to Proverbs because there are two things in Proverbs that really address the wisdom of understanding who you are around, who you surround yourself with. And the thing is, y'all, we've got to stop believing that ignorance is bliss, because it's not. The more ignorant you are, the more you get affected by things and you don't know how to solve it. At least if you have an understanding, then you know, okay, if I do this, this is going to stop happening. But at the end of the day, ignorant or not, if you touch a hot stove, you're going to get burned. At least if you're aware, then you know, okay, if I touch this stove, I'm going to get burned. And then you still choose to do it, that's on you. But if you're ignorant, you don't know what's happening. You like, whoa, what a surprise. Okay, but it still happens. And I don't want us to continue to be affected by things that we just went right over our heads because we're ignorant on it. We can't afford to do that. We have purpose. We were here for a reason, right? So we really need to walk in wisdom, get understanding, right? Seek the Lord, y'all. Get understanding so that we can move into the life that God has for us. Okay, so anyways, there is a verse in here somewhere that talks about, and really is reaffirmed all throughout Proverbs, but walk with fools and you will fall into harm. If you walk with wise people, then you will become wise. And that is a fact. If you are walking with people and they are in a place that you don't want to be in, you don't need to be walking with them. That don't mean just, that don't mean you ain't got to talk to them ever, things like that. Y'all could hit each other up every now and again or whatever. But my thing is, understand, and this is what I'm doing. I'm not trying to tell y'all what to do or nothing. I'm just trying to give y'all understand that what happens if you do one thing. If you continue to walk with somebody who is going this way, where are you going to go? If you're supposed to be going this way, but they're going this way, even if you're trying to still go your way, you're going to drift. And you may not get all the way over here, but you're not going to be on target to where you need to be. Which is why you walk around the people who are going where you want to go. We can't take this lightly, y'all. Anyways, next. This one I know the verse because it's in the first chapter, right? And it's talking about walking in the way of sinners. Do not walk in the way of sinners. And let's just start from the beginning. Verse 10. My son, if sinners entice you, don't consent. If they say, come with us, let us lay wait for blood. Let us lurk for the innocent without cause. Let's swallow them up alive as the grave and whole as those that go into the pit. We'll find all precious substance and we will fill our houses with treasure. Come on, cast in your lot among us. Let us all have one purse. No, my son, do not walk in the way with them. Keep your foot from their path, for their feet run to evil and make haste to shed blood. Surely in vain the net is spread in the sight of any bird, and they lay wait for their own blood, and they lurk privily for their own lives. So are the ways of everyone that is greedy of gain, which takes away the life of the owners thereof. Let's break that down really quickly. There are like a couple verses that's just like boom for me, right? Like, surely in vain the net is spread in the sight of any bird. You got to understand, a trap isn't going to look like a trap if it's a trap. That's just a choice then, right? Like if you see the trap, that's just a choice. That's not a trap anymore. No. Surely the net is spread in the sight. Surely in vain the net is spread in the sight of any bird. You're not showing, yo, here's a trap coming to it. No, you're going, hey, look, here's a worm. Hey, look, here's something desirable, right? And then that bird, that fish, whatever goes, ooh, I like that. That looks good. Ooh, yeah, that'll be nice. And they go to it and then they get caught. That is how traps work. So a lot of times things seem enticing, right? A lot of times things seem cool. Oh, these friends are, oh, they cool. I want to be with them. They the cool kids, right? I'm trying to be around them. Oh, they making money. Oh, okay, yeah, they not really doing it right, but they making money though. That's raw. I'm trying to make money like them. It looks good, but you've got to fill up on wisdom and understanding to know a trap when you see one. Because just because it looks good doesn't mean it's good for you. They lay wait for their own blood. You think you setting something up and you setting yourself up. They lurk privily for their own lives. And we've got to understand that, like, just the importance. I could go, man, Proverbs, look, I can go deep into that, but we're just going to keep this connected to Jonah, right? Or at least what I've gotten from Jonah, which is just the importance of who we surround ourselves by, so that we're not getting caught up in other people's storms. Or at least if we understand, if I walk with them, I'm going to go down this, I'm going to be affected by this storm. At least we understand. And then that's a choice. I think Jonah would sleep on this boat because he completely understood what was going on and why it was happening. Everybody else panicking because they're ignorant. They don't know what's happening. They didn't do anything that they were aware of. They're like, what's going on? Why am I dealing with this? Jonah knew what was going on. He caused it. Jonah like, yeah, I'm running from God. He told me to do this. I didn't want to do it. Out. So yeah, I already know this storm cussing me, right? So if nothing else, I want us to at least be aware that, oh, this is why this is happening. This is why I'm dealing with so much drama, because I've surrounded myself with people who love drama. And so whether I do something or not, I'm automatically getting pulled into drama because they love drama. And that's how that works. You're going to get pulled into other people's storms if those are the people you hang around. However, walk with the wise and become wise. If you are surrounding yourselves with people who are growing, who are seeking God, who are filling up with wisdom and pursuing righteousness, where do you think that's going to bring you? It says the diligent makes one rich. Imagine if you surrounded yourself with people who are diligent, right? It says the lazy, the drunkard become poor. Imagine if you surround yourselves with those who are lazy, with drunkards, right? We've got to be very intentional about who we surround ourselves by. So that was my conclusion. That's what I feel like God gave me from this. That's just the understanding that I got from this. But I know there's so much more in here. So y'all study it. Let me know what y'all get from it. What stood out to y'all? What nuggets did God just drop in there? Because I want us all to build off of the different parts that we get. God never gives one person the whole piece, right? And so that is like the beauty of the church, of us being the body, is that all these pieces get to come together to represent a fuller picture of God. Not the full picture, because he's still beyond all of us, obviously, but a fuller picture of God. So drop your comments. That's all I got. And I'll see y'all next time. Thanks for joining.